Oh, on there, our chili sauce, onions, bit of yellow mustard. Oh, come on. Look at that. Coney Dog's made. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing the Coney Dog. That's right, we're making the Coney Dog. It's a hot dog with a meat sauce over the top, a splurge of yellow mustard and some onions. Fantastic, easy, very tasty recipe. Surprisingly, the Coney Dog does not hail from Coney Island, New York. It hails from the Midwest, and it's more known in Detroit, Michigan. There's a full history in the description. Go ahead and read it. It's all there to read. Now, if there is a slight variation, please tell me about the slight variation, and everybody can benefit from it. Right, now what we've got here, we've got an array of ingredients on this table. We've got minced onions and ketchup and things, okay? But we're going to start with cooking some onions. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't like raw onions on hot dog. I like cooked onions. And we're going to cook it and boil them. So we're going to get a really nice translucent onion on our hot dog, on our Coney Dog. Now I am going to put a little bit of butter in, about that much. That should just start off the onions that I've got. Little sizzly whizzly, not too hot. In with our few onions. Now, like I say, you could put as many in as you want, but I'm not making it commercially. You know, we're just making a few to eat. Now we're going to start that off on not so much of a high flame. I'm going to turn the flame down. And we're just going to give that a little bit of saute with the butter. A little bit of flavour. Now, we don't want to brown these. We want to kind of keep these white if we can. So just keep an eye on them. As soon as you see a little tinge, in with some water. And it doesn't have to be boiling water, because it's going to boil anyway. In we go. Turn up the flame, boil your onions. So we're going to give these about 5 minutes boiling, and then the onions are finished. They'll still have texture, they still have the onion flavour, but they'll not be strong. And they are cooked, ready to go on the top of our Coney Dog. That's good enough for me. Flame off. We're going to put that to one side. That's our onions done. You can leave them in the water, not a problem. Scoop them out, put them on your hot dog. Easy, easy. Take a pan on. Tiny bit of oil. And again, I'm using butter. Now, you don't have to, you could stick with the oil. Okay, as far as this sauce goes then, there are variations. There are drier ones, there are a wetter one. It's up to you. Garlic and onion in there. Little soften up on the garlic and onion. Little pepper in there now. That can cook in there. A little bit of salt. Start that off. And then we're going to chuck our meat in. Now, there are all sorts of variations on this sauce. Different spices, like I say, some cook it drier, some cook it wet. We're going for the standard Coney type sauce, which is a little bit wet. You know, leave a comment below. Tell me how you cook it, if you actually cook it. I'm interested in hearing from everyone, telling me how recipes evolve and how they change it around the world. I love that. So please leave a comment below. Our mince in. Now, I have no idea what the meat content is to fat. I'm just not interested in that sort of stuff. So it's up to you whether you want to go for a 60-40, 80-20, whatever. Now I am going to cook it down in here, and if we get a little bit of colour, so be it. We cook it down like this, we add our spices, and then we're going to add some water and we're going to boil it to death. So all we're doing is just keep working it, breaking it up in the pan, loosen up all that mince. Now it doesn't matter if it's not perfectly cooked at this stage because it's going to boil. So don't worry about it. For our spices then, I've got a whole bunch of chili powder, I've got some cayenne powder, I've got some cumin, and I'm going in with some paprika. Now I'm using smoked paprika. I really love smoked paprika, but that's up to you whether you use it or not. Just use normal paprika. Right, we want to stir in on that. That can bloom in there with a lot of water by looking at it, but it can bloom in there with that oil and it will flavour our beef. It already smells like a chili. So nice and steady. Just give it some flavour, a bit of Worcester sauce. Oh lovely, what a smell. We've got a nice little bit of a cooking going on there. We're just going to go in there with some yellow mustard. About that much. Stir that in. It's going to give a nice little flavour in the bottom of there. Okay, tomato paste. Now we're going to go in with a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. Now you could water this down and put it in watered, but we're just going to cook it in here because we're going to add the water. So just get that in there. Now by putting it in now, it's going to cook out a little bit of that sourness from the tomato paste. Just let it have a little minute in there. And then we're going in there with some ketchup. Now you could use all tomato paste if you wanted, chuck in some vinegar, chuck in some sugar, but you know, good old ketchup does the job. In it goes. And we're already getting a lovely moist beef recipe there, look. But we ain't finished. In with about a cup of water, somewhere around about there. Give that a stir in. Now we're going to cook this like this for about 20 minutes, and what's going to happen is it's all going to go soft, not completely mushy, but very, very soft. Watery, just how we want for our chili sauce to go over our dog. So just give that a little mix in. Now all that is cooked in there, so you can taste test. Oh, that's nice. That's delicious actually. Not much chili heat really. Well, you know, we're used to eating chilies here, but it's got a nice chili flavour with the cumin and everything. We're going to stick a lid on. Stick a lid on, we're going to cook that for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes time, we're just going to turn it down a little bit, we don't need it to boil crazy. I'm just going to keep coming along within the 20 minutes, give it a little stir. Now, I actually want a sauce like that. So if it starts to dry out, add a little bit of water. Only, you know, just come along, just add just a little bit, stir it in. We want a wet sauce for this one, you know. Like I say, we're not making the dry version. We want a very moist chili sauce over our dog. That's it, 20 minutes, should be done. We've had about 20 minutes. Let's have a look. Now that is what I call a perfect dog sauce. Look at that. That is sensational. Look at that. That is super. Now this is cooked down very nicely in here. Very nicely indeed, actually. That's just how I want it. I want a bit of texture. I want it soft. And I want it saucy like that. What you could do, if you didn't quite get the texture that you wanted, you could take a hand blender and you could blend it out, make it nice and soft, because we want that soft sauce on our dog. That is fantastic. Lid back on. We don't want it to dry out. We'll crack on with the dogs. So we got our dogs cooking away in there, traditionally boiled, so they're boiling away. Behind me, there's my bread buns, and we're on steam. And then we'll be ready to plate up, we'll be ready to serve. Now, to be fair, you should be using beef dogs, but it doesn't matter if you use pork, chicken, beef. Do whatever you like. Let's get served up. Our steam buns. Whoa, they're hot. Oh, on there. Our chili sauce. Onions. Bit of yellow mustard. Oh, come on. Look at that. Coney Dogs made. Sensational. Coney Dogs made. Come on, let's get dug in. Now that is absolutely sensational. Right, come on, let's get dug in. A bit messy, but I can't wait. That is absolutely superb. Chili heat through there from the chili. We got those lovely sweet onions, and if we'd have put sugar in, they'd have been even sweeter. Topped off with the mustard. We got that chili sauce is really, really good. That is so easy going. Sensational. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video.